Alright, people. So somebody asked me to do a video, top 10 WWE pay-per-views, I guess WWE, WWF, whatever, pay-per-views of all time. Um, by the way, haven't been watching WWE for quite a long time. So most of these pay-per-views are going to be pretty recent pay-per-views that occurred like this year or last year. But some of them I did include, like ones that happened 10 or 15 years ago, because I have done some retro review pay-per-views, some old school review pay-per-views, and I got to get to doing those. I got a lot of pay-per-view requests to do. I got to get back to doing those. I've just been pretty busy as of late. But yeah, I mean, I did include some of those that I have reviewed over the past. So let's get into this. Number 10, Night of Champions 2014. I did write down some of the top matches, I guess, if you want to call them in this. We did have Cesaro versus Sheamus in here, and also Lesnar versus Cena. I remember Sheamus versus Cesaro, and it was a very good match, I remember. And you also had Lesnar versus Cena, and that was also a pretty good match too. I remember had some good wrestling moves in there and shit. So and it's always cool to see Lesnar in there, manhandling people and shit. Number 9, SummerSlam 2013. Now, in this one, we had Lesnar versus Punk, which was a classic match. I remember that one. You also had Christian versus Del Rio, which was actually not a bad match, actually. And also Bryan versus Cena, which was another very good match. Remember, you had Orton cash in, and that bullshit Authority starting. Oh, fuck. 2013 SummerSlam, the fucking present day still going on. You have to be fucking kidding me. That started a fucking just downward spiral of WWE right there. I mean, they were already pretty shitty, but I mean, they get your hopes going. Oh, Bryan's champion now. They're going in the right direction. And nope. It's like that. I gotta do it with my left hand, just like that. Changes right back to shit. Then Unforgiven 2000. But yeah, Bryan and Cena was still a very good match. Number 8, Unforgiven 2006. You had Cena versus Edge, and you had that classic spot of Cena has Edge, and he AA through the two tables there. I believe that was in Edge's hometown too, I believe, somewhere in Canada. Then you had also the DX versus the McMahons and Big Show, where Vince McMahon got his head stuck into Big Show's ass. Pretty funny moment there. And just in general, that was a pretty good cage match too. I believe it was Hell in the Cell. It's a pretty good match too. Actually, I think it was a really good match, if I remember correctly. Then number 7 is Survivor Series 2014. Now the main thing on here was Team Authority versus Team Cena, which was a great fucking match. I mean, you had fucking Sting come back. You had fucking a great match there. It was like I believe it was like a 50-minute match it was saying there. I looked up all the matches on Wikipedia. It said like a 15-minute match or some shit like that. That was a great match though, seriously. A lot of fucking, like Ziggler there, 3-1, and Sting coming back. It was just a really great match, all in all. Number 6, WrestleMania 19. Now, in this one, we had Lesnar versus Angle, which was a great match. Everything from that shooting star press, and they were both pretty much fucked up. I mean, Angle was fucking, his neck was fucked up. Lesnar got a concussion, and it was a pretty epic match, Rock versus Austin. Also had Hogan versus McMahon, and also Jericho versus Michaels, which were all quality matches. Hogan versus McMahon was, I believe it was like a no DQ match. That was a pretty good match too. And Jericho versus Michaels was a pretty good technical match, I believe, as well. Number 5, WrestleMania 17. You had Angle versus Benoit, which was a very good match there, I believe. Technical, I can't remember all these matches exactly. That's what I'm saying, I think, probably. But Angle versus Benoit was pretty good there. Austin versus Rock, I thought, was good. And Undertaker versus Triple H too was in there as well. I don't really remember too much about that match, but I think it was actually a good match. Most matches on that WrestleMania 17 card were pretty good. Number 4, SummerSlam 2014. Now, I'm putting this one on here mainly because it was kind of recent, I guess, but also Lesnar destroyed Cena, and I'm always happy to see Cena get destroyed. So yeah, Lesnar versus Cena. And you also had Rollins versus Ambrose, where I believe it was a lumberjack match, which was also a very good match. I believe that was when they had their lumberjack match at SummerSlam. So that was a pretty good card there. Number 3, Payback 2014. You had Cena versus Wyatt, which was a very good, I believe, last man standing match. You know, cool spot where Cena has a chair and he just fucking chucks him from the top, you know, from inside the ring down to Wyatt on the floor. Holy shit, did that look pretty intense. And you also had Shield versus Evolution, which was also a very good match there. I believe, was that no DQ? I don't know, but trying to think. I don't know. Can't really think too good right now. I believe it was like elimination or some shit like that. I don't know. Number 2, WrestleMania 30. Now WrestleMania 30 had the opening segment there with Hogan, Rock, and Austin, which was a very cool segment. Also, Bryan versus Triple H was a very good match, and you also had Bryan winning the belt too, which was an awesome fucking moment. Too bad he got hurt though. And also, I want to add to, I didn't write this down on my notes, but you also had Cesaro winning the Battle Royal, which was a cool spot there, eliminating the Big Show. And number 1, you have Extreme Rules 2014, which is actually a great show. Some of the good matches were Bryan versus Kane there. You know, remember the table being set on fire and shit. It's a few good spots. I believe Bryan did a spot off the forklift or something like that. Shield versus Evolution, another good, very good match between the two. And also that Cena versus Wyatt cage match was good. Even though fucking, you know, it's basically a 3-on-1 match, yet Cena almost won like 20,000 times. And by the way, this video was requested by, I guess his name is Trover Coran on YouTube. That is Trover space Corcoran. So there you go. That's on YouTube, by the way. If I did not say, I believe I said that, but just reiterating the fact for you guys there. So there you go, people. I apologize, I did not say who requested it at the beginning of the video, but whatever. I still remember that is better than I did 2 times. 2 times I forgot to make the fucking. I made the video, forgot to say who requested it, so then I had to make a whole, you know, a new video and put it in. You know, if you watch my video, you know what I'm talking about. I had to put it in before, and make 2 separate videos into one, but that's kind of a side issue. So there you go, people. Top 10 pay-per-views. And if you have any other of your favorite pay-per-views, comment them below and let me know what are your favorite pay-per-views. So there you go, people.